I wanted to share with you a couple of really good comments that we've gotten in over the last couple of days. We had asked whether you would you stop doing business with a company that contributed to folks who you didn't agree with politically, and most of you said, yeah, I would stop doing business. Target especially has gotten kicked a few times. But one commenter, Brian, said, no, not at all. I don't avoid a business based on its politics, just like I don't judge a person based on their politics. People and corporations have the right to advocate for themselves. But he then goes on to remind us all that, be that as it may, there's still going to be overwhelming judgment around an institution that makes a donation, so just be aware of it. Also, we had asked a question about second chances, and that was all about Kua Fong Lee's second chance, if you will, from the justice system. And we wanted to know your second chance stories, and we got a great one from Eric. So Eric tells us that back in the 80s, he ran a pizza parlor. He was managing a pizza parlor, and he got held up. And he immediately felt like there was no help for him from the police department. And he said he was a bitter young man and angry about the whole situation. Then he said, I had an epiphany. Forgiving him, whoever this criminal was that was never caught, forgiving him would allow me to move on. Forgetting, letting go of the hate gave me a feeling of peace. It allowed me to engage my family in a positive and loving way, and I realized that there are things in life that have no explanation. So on today's docket, by the way, I love the beauty of these ongoing conversations that we have on Insight Now, because you can start out with one thing. In this case, we started out with the 4-day school week for Minnesota districts, and it's kind of evolved. The question now is, okay, so pretend for a minute you have only 4 days out of the 5. What would you do with that 5th day? And that's the question we'd like you to answer. Chris has already given her answer. More service learning programs. It's the volunteer learning programs. What would you say?